Welcome back, everybody, from that quite long break, but we are finally ready to get into the last match of the day, the Gigachad Gamers versus the Burger Flippers. But quickly, we are going to look at the bracket very briefly just to see how everything will be shaping up going into tomorrow's finals day. And oh my god, I am so excited. The Overwatch from here on out is going to do nothing but get better and better, and I'm so excited. Aren't you, Mark?
Yeah, so this game, Gigachad Gamers versus Burger Flippers, is going to decide who goes to our losers semifinals and faces the absolute underdog Cinderella story of Elmo's Elbow. While at the same time, we have Fortnite Esports and Kung Fu Panda 3 facing off in our winners in our semifinals for the upper bracket. But let's get in. We got to see who comes out on top and who's moving forward into tomorrow and who our last team eliminated will be tonight.
And I just want to give some quick claps because we are going to Busan, the
Let's
first
go!
time
Finally not Nepal!
Let's go! Now,
Make it exciting.
how the hell does this map work with this composition? I have no idea. It looks like we are going to Shrine first, which is probably the most familiar and probably the safest map for a Ghost composition. So both teams probably should be things should probably stay relatively simple going into this map.
Yeah, there's basically 3 ways to play this map, right? You can either go right side, clash on the right around the stairs, go left side, clash around this little thing and the statues right over here, or go straight on to point and just fight, play Ring Around the Rosie until people are dead. My guess is we're going to see a lot of teams going right here. Busan was not played too much in scrims, but you know, like I'd like to say, it's a nice change of pace.
It's a very nice change of pace. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see Busan, but overall, very, very happy right now because honestly, this is not a bad map. It's just not loved by a lot of people, but this is looking like Gigachad Gamers is taking this left staircase approach while Burger Flippers are going to be very, very standard and go right to the point. Both these teams using this pillar to cut off aggression and use it as cover. And Manway, I don't even know how he died so fast. I think he had a Discord Orb on him. I think he got Discord Orb between letting his shield down, and he just got deleted. Great play and great focus fire from Burger Flippers.
Yeah, if you're taking a look at the kill feed there, you can see Zesty was a part of both of those kills. Great Discord Orb, great focus by the Burger Flippers. I also just want to shout out real quick. We have the Burger Flippers in the Spark skins here, rocking that pink and blue for their team colors. And then I believe that the Gigachad Gamers are rocking the Dallas Fuel skins, also rocking their colors. So, you know, putting a little money into the Overwatch League skins to support their team colors here.
Let's just hope these games are as entertaining as Overwatch League itself, because so far these matches have been, and Robot is able to pick up Bonesaw very, very early. Unfortunately, this happened earlier. Bonesaw was not getting a lot of value, and so far he's only 39% of his grab on Surge, so it looks like he's not getting a lot of value this match either.
I also just want to point out, the past couple games the Burger Flippers have played, Robot has DC'd in every one of them by this point, so the fact that he hasn't, I might be caster cursing him. But in our Discord earlier today, he said he fixed his internet. He won't be playing on 600 ping, so he can press Q when he wants to now and not a couple minutes before. So good for him. We got Robot playing on his normal ping, hopefully. And it's showing here. He's been pretty dominant.
I hope you don't caster curse this man, because I do not want that to hurt this team in the long run. But that is a great block from Robot,
Big
and he
shatter.
is able to get another big shatter onto this Gigachad Gamers team, and the quick pin onto Bonesaw. Another fight win. This team is looking pretty good right now, Burger Flippers are.
Yeah, they are holding this point down. They are not letting them even get an inch off the stairs or dropping down from this little ledge here. If you're Gigachad, maybe you want to try to switch something up. You have a bomb from Greeny coming in, but it's final fight territory, Nick. Greeny's got to make something happen, or Monway and Bonesaw got to get these ults up and get a lot of value here.
Taking down the staircase from Heaven, and Monway with the YOLO pin. It does not get any value. In fact, he gets solo grabbed, but Monway took so much focus away from the front line of the enemy team that the rest of his team was able to follow up in the backs of the team, and they won the fight off of that. Really weird win, but
if you're Gigachad, you'll take it, right? It's 99-5, so Burger Flippers didn't really want to lose that. They kind of wanted the 100% and just finish off the round here on Busan, but it's one fight territory for them. All they need is one clean fight, cap the point again, and they should have this round of Busan locked down.
Gigachad Gamers holding up really far. I don't think I've ever seen this aggressive of a hold on this map. Usually, they're usually trying to hold a little bit farther back, and that's a great grab on the corner. Robot Shatter does go into Manway's shield, but Manway falls anyways. Just great focus fire from this Burger Flippers team, and honestly, both I was gonna say Reinhardt being down is a huge detriment for these teams, but both teams Reinhardt are down, and Burger Flippers still getting that kill on each Rari and D-Mac and Greeny, so it still is the advantage for this team. They are picking off these kills. It should win this fight eventually.
Manway with a pretty big shatter there, but without the rest of his team, this fight is pretty much over. We should be seeing Burger Flippers going one up here on Busan.
Yeah, it was just honestly just great performance and great ult economy advantage from this team. Amelia was playing super consistent the entire match. I'm not even sure if I saw him die. I might be wrong. I can't see stats right now, but he was alive and on high charge for a really long time, getting a lot of value.
Yeah, Amelia and Robot are just playing super well together. B-John's also playing really well defending, peeling for that backline. And, you know, it's GOATs, Nick. And just in Overwatch, when you have more people alive consistently, you should be winning the map. And Manway is just, he's getting so aggressive, but he just doesn't have the resources to continue this aggression. They're punishing him very quickly, taking him out of the fight, and able to just move forward and slowly pick off the rest of the Gigachad gamers. So Manway's gonna have to play a little bit more conservative here, or Robot's gonna keep just running circles around it.
Gigachad gamers getting there a little early, getting their feet onto the point, getting their feet wet, and dipping them in and getting the better position. But Manway dashed first again. That's so many times so far in these fights he's died, and this match has barely even started so far. This is really unfortunate for this main tank.
They're just doing a really great job at breaking that shield, keeping the Discord on him. Blingers comes in with a stun or two from that shield bash, which is so fair and balanced for a support hero. And then the rest of the team just runs right over him. So Manway just, it's not even that he's playing super poorly, just Robot and Blingers they're just playing in tandem really well to break that shield and bring him down.
Shatter will come out into Manway's shield. Good block from the main tank, but he dies first again. Manway, I don't even understand how he's getting low so fast. His support, something has to be wrong. Either positioning or support play, something has to be wrong.
Again, Nick, the Discord orb does a lot of damage, and it helps with that shield break. Amelia hasn't died, and is crazy high charge. So when you have a high charge Zarya, along with a D.Va, and a Zenyatta, and a Lucio, when you have everyone spamming down that shield, and you have the Discord orb, it dies pretty quick. And if you put down your shield, you take a lot of damage. So he has to manage his shield going down and losing so much health that he's dying so quickly.
Aggressive beat used from Protechek, and Lev also uses his Transcendence. Protechek getting the pick on the Blingers, and Manway getting the pin on the Robot off the map. Honestly, good trade out considering that you also picked off Blingers early in this fight. So honestly, good pin from Manway, even though he did end up dying himself.
Yeah, Manway was just trying to catch the train, but was a little late. Decided to take Robot with him because he's not very comfortable taking the train by himself. But like you said, Nick, they were able to get that pick, and even though Manway died, he brought him with him and got another pick beforehand off that shatter. So they flipped the point. It is 69-16 though, so if Burger Flippers can get control of this point again, it should be last fight territory.
Both these teams pushing up this Gigachad Gamer squad pushing up really far, but aggressive shatter from Robot trying to knock down that D.Va bomb, which it did. Both have picked up Amelia the first time I believe I've seen Amelia die, but Zesty getting a great right click onto each Terraria's head, but left and Manway also picking up some kills. This should be another fight win for Gigachad Gamers.
That was really weird because, oh, now you're going to see the stagger here on a B-Johns. Oh, this is brutal. Like I was saying, Burger Flippers were kind of playing split there. They were just trying to, you know, pinch anyone who pushed in, and eventually Manway was able to get that shatter up and punish that split without that team being as one unit as GOATS is normally played. But here we are back into another fight. Point percentage is pretty even now.
Yes, so it is coming close to conclusion on this map. Bolt's pushing up really, really far and not losing very much health. He should be getting punished for his aggression. He's really, really separated from his team right now, but he will not get punished. And now Manway is going to fall behind and get that pin. There's no way he does not die. How? Ow. Ow. Okay, he does. Thank you. Honestly, I would have been embarrassed for his Burger Flipper squad if he was absolutely cut off from the line of sight from this team and did not die. But thanks to that, this Burger Flipper squad should win this fight.
Good discipline from Lep there, though, to not use that Transcendence, knowing, hey, we might lose the point here, but there's still 69% on the side of Burger Flippers, so they don't have to rush to get back. They have a little bit of time. It is last fight, but now they have a Transcendence, and looks like they're gonna have all their. Honestly, it looks like they're going to have all 6 ultimates going into this fight. So look out for some big plays here, Nick.
Yeah, really, really big plays. Robot has been landing these shadows really, really low. Graviton starts comes out on the point, but all 3 of the supporters come out from the side of
Greeny!
Oh my god! There's no way! 3 dead on each side, but Gigachad Gamers just capitalized off those kills better and should win this round. The only person left alive is Zesty, and he's not going to live for very long, especially against a charged up Bonesaw.
They're not even going to be able to contest here, Nick. That was great. I mean, look, the biggest thing that killed Burger Flippers there, as soon as that grav came out, the Transcendence came out, the beat came out, and the rally came out. I've said this a ton this tournament, but support play is incredibly vital to GOATs. If you use all 3 ults to negate a grav, sure, you're going to have a little bit left over from the beat and some left over from the rally, but if you use the Transcendence and then a few seconds later have the beat so you can leave the Transcendence with extra health and then pop the rally, you stagger that and you keep that high armor, health, shields, you keep that all generating, and it's just a lot that Gigachad Gamers would have had to, you know, really cut through, but using all of those ults right away just kind of through there.
Yeah, unfortunately they did end up throwing that round. Just slightly poor ult usage, but this team is still great nonetheless. These teams on completely different altitude levels. I could not think of the word.
Not really sure what's going on here.
Yeah, these teams just wanted the wave high from their window on high, but then he finally decided to jump out of that window and attack.
How is Robot alive?
Robot and Manway are just going up against each other, but like you mentioned, Robot somehow was alive, but did end up dying because he just overall was low for such a long period of time.
I don't think that's what you wanted to do if you were Burger Flippers. They were just... Gigachad was playing smart. They took the low ground and played really, really close to this wall down here for the high ground, which meant that Burger Flippers couldn't really get any spam damage from up top, or they would, you know, be met with it. So they just dropped down in a weird way. Robot decided to go for a hero play, and they kept him alive for a little bit longer, but with him dying, they weren't able to get down Manway and just lost the first fight.
And now Manway is the only one to have his ultimate up, but Protein Shake is coming up pretty close to his, so it'll be a really,
big
really
fire
good,
strike.
Huge fire strike, and Amelia built up his grab really fast. He wasn't even close to his when I just looked, but it gets eaten. So the grab on search I was just talking about does not matter one iota, and Bonesaw picking up Robot and Zesty and Blingers and Amelia. Oh my god!
You're gonna see him almost certainly stagger B-Johns here. Try it, and there he goes. Yeah, I mean, Gigachad looking pretty dominant here. Really great eat from Greeny there. Really great play from him. You're gonna have a Shatter, and you're gonna have a lot of ults on both sides here, right? So, I don't know, if I'm Burger Flippers, you just really need to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks at this point.
Great positioning on that Graviton Search from both. Oh, barely everyone was able to stand up on time, so Greeny's bomb was not able to pick up a bunch of kills, but it still picked up one on Delete Break, so it's still going to get some value and close out this fight.
You know, if Blizzard didn't nerf Earth Shatter, that would have been a massive bomb. So thanks, Jeff, for making it harder for our players to get highlights, but we're still seeing some big plays anyways, so you can try to nerf goats all you want, but guess what? It is here to stay.
I don't think Gigachad Gamers were prepared for this behind push all the way to the right by Burger Flippers, so now they're out of position. It was a great Transcendence from left to keep his team alive, but B-Johns is Bijan's bot picks up Bonesaw. He dies first in this fight and loses all of his charge and can't build up towards that ult anymore. Zesty Robot also picking up 2 more kills should be really good for this Burger Flipper squad to finally flip this point over, but they still have to start from 0%.
Really crucial pick there. When you lose your Zarya, you lose a ton of offensive capability because the Zarya pumps out so much damage at high charge. Zarya is basically just another DPS. But then you lose the bubbles. You lose that defensive capability that's incredibly important because as soon as Bonesaw went down, Monway went down. So you see that interplay there, and as soon as one falls, the other falls. Big shatter!
Big shatter from Robot! Amelia is able to pick up each Terraria, and great focus overall from Burger Flippers.
Just a really good shatter there from Robot. Managed to finally get one to go. But Monway has his shatter up, and ultimates on both sides are looking pretty even. I mean, we're gonna see some different pushes here. Protein Shake using the early beat to get aggressive here, and let's see if they hop back down to point without. They're gonna let him flip point.
No, they honestly kind of had to. Zesty did die from left. We didn't see it or mention it on. But Zesty died from left. But still, this Burger Flipper squad is gonna be able to win this fight, even though Zesty got back late. Great ultimate usage because they used Emilia's grab and delete Briggs. My bad.
The only thing about that though, Nick, flipping that, they just lost about 15-20% on that point. If they didn't let them flip it, if they were able to contest right before that flip, they'd be sitting around maybe 70-75%. But now they still are giving them another fight, another solid chance. So even if they win this fight, they might be able to still come back and contest.
Both these teams not even fighting anywhere close to the point.
Boy.
Another! Oh my god! These combos are so volatile, especially if they're done right. And that was just a great combination from Burger Flippers.
Something I do remember from the scrims that has carried over to this tournament. This team has been really, really great with these grab bomb and shatter bomb combos. You see them coming through the low ground now. They are going to be able to contest here. But if Bijan's keeps that up with a Robot and Amelia, then I don't know. They might be able to close this map out. Oh, Greeny, no!
Greeny, no! What a bomb! I don't even know how Blingers and Amelia ended up dying. They must have not had enough cooldown to block, but...
Zesty's going to try to contest last second with his Transcendence here.
Oh, he barely got there,
Barely made it.
Oh, no, what a good pin from Monway. And body blocking, and now Zesty's going to die, but he is able to touch one.
You saw Bonesaw just grab him there. They're not even going to be able to touch.
No, great play to keep this team off of the point. Wow, that was still a really close and really entertaining game to watch.
Honestly, Burger Flippers came out pretty dominant on the first round of Busan there, but then Gigachad managing to bring it back on downtown, and then you bring it to Mecha Base. Really, really close there, coming down to the wire, but in the end, Gigachad Gamers goes up 1-0 in our series.
And I do just want to point out really quick how much Bonesaw turned up. Bonesaw did really, really well. I mentioned earlier when I saw him play in the last match the Gigachad Gamers played that he wasn't really being as impactful as most Zarya players should be. Zarya players almost always should be the ones dealing the most amount of damage. And Graviton Surge is already one of the slowest building ultimates, and he's just building up. He was building his up so ridiculously slow, but he turned up so much and honestly did so much better and helped this team win.
Well, we're gonna see if that dominance and if that really great play can continue on our next map, which will be King's Row. It's gonna come back for our last match of the day. It's gotta come back. We've been moving around. We saw Numbani, we saw Hollywood, but we're going back to good old King's Row.
But right before we go back to the classic and best map, in my opinion, which will be King's Row, we will go to a quick few-minute break, and we will be right back into the action right after this.
Okay, Carry had us muted there, so sorry about that. But like Nick was saying, if anyone could have read lips, we are going to King's Row, and Gigachad Gamers is up 1-0 of the Burger Flippers. These series are first to 2, they're best of 3. So if Gigachad Gamers can close out King's Row here, they're going to send Burger Flippers home and move on in our losers bracket to face Elmo's Elbow, who has had incredible momentum, and I really wouldn't want to be going up against them right now. But Gigachad managed to get it together on those last 2 rounds on Downtown and on Mecha Base on Busan. So it seems like they kind of figured out Burger Flippers, and let's see if they can continue that going into King's Row.
we are ready, in fact, to get into King's Row. We are ready to roam the streets of London, but it's a very futuristic London. But first, I don't. So you see that actually in the background. Why is the rest of the city so futuristic? And then this is just like looking like Harry Potter-ish London for some reason. It's very old school, very like retro, and I don't know. It looks kind of funny, but I just noticed that.
Well, Nick, I don't mind it. I like a little bit after moving around on some weird ass maps today. Kings Row, it's like being back home. It's nice to come back and see everything that I know and love that is very familiar. Let's get some hype for Kings Row in the chat. I know we see it a lot, but there's a reason why it's the best map in the game. And that's because it's good.
This map is just so well built for honestly a ton of different compositions. Like, oh, I see this. I see you guys. I see Gigachad gamers being the chat that they are.
Oh God.
Taunting right at the door. I see you. Okay. Yuppie Johns, that is the correct response. You see something like that. But
they put the sprays, the emotes. They are definitely showing that this is their map. They want to win this. They want to close out the series. This could be our last map here, Nick, of the day.
I really hope it isn't. Honestly, I just want to watch nothing but good Overwatch. Really early pin from Robot. How is he gonna live? I don't think so. He got split off. Actually, great support play from his teammates. He's still falling so low. I don't know how he's gonna live this. Blingers die, and Monway dies. How does Monway die? He's the one who's being aggressive on Robot, and Robot's gonna live. How? How on earth can you get so aggressive? And honestly, it must have just been the great support play from his backline. Most likely Delete Brig and probably some support from B-Johns as well, but Robon finally dies, and honestly, completely unrelated to his over-aggressive and completely reckless playstyle at the beginning of that match.
Without Blingers there, the smart play from Burger Flippers there should have been to back up, heal everyone up a little bit, and get Blingers back quick. He would have gotten back before Monway did, which would have allowed them to keep that Brig healing and have that higher level of sustain, but without him, Robot fell, and now, hey, no progress except for a point taken off the clock. A minute, my bad.
Graviton Surge already is up for Amelia. Oh, never mind.
Well, so much for that. Pretty quick and dirty fight here for the Gigachad gamers. Greeny coming up big. Caster curse. Greeny coming up with that chug. You making my boy Badlands proud. Hungry for those Graviton surges. Again, the divas have come up so big in our tournament, Nick. The bombs, the eats, just the incredible play from every diva on all these teams. Really, really great shout out to all of them. Really great play.
Delete Break,
some props.
Delete Break somehow killed Lep really early in that fight, and Zesty and Delete Break and Blingers all used their ults at the same exact time and still die. He was mid-beat and Delete Break still died. So now this is an even fight, and this offense has fast response, so Zesty Robot getting those quick kills should honestly get a lot of progress on the board for this team.
Yeah, so look, using all three support ults is not a very good idea, but there was a slight stagger with the rally. So after the Transcendence disappeared and that finished, and once the beat started to wear off, Blinger's rally was still up, which allowed them to get aggressive and push forward into the last few members and take this point with 4:11 on the clock, which is still a pretty good time.
Yes, indeed. It's actually a pretty good time. They have a lot of time to get through Street Phase, and Street Phase is usually relatively difficult to hold on for a long period of time. You don't see a lot of stops on Street Phase, so this Gigachad Gamers team is most likely just looking to stall for as long as they can. Not win the map on this point in the game, just stall for as long as they can, because the third is usually where most of the holds come out in this map. Shadow comes out from Monway, and huge! The lead breaks the only one who lived that, and he did not have his beat, but still nobody died. Robot finally dies, and Amelia uses his Graviton Surge. The bomb comes out and does not get any value. Monway does pick up Robot with a Fire Strike, so it's a really, really good kill for this blue Dallas Fuel looking tank right here. And yes, that is definitely Burger Flippers backing up.
You know, Nick, like they want to stall as long as they can, but look, this arch can be a really, really tough place to get through, especially with the tank ultimates coming online. And if they're comboing these well, they can get a lot of value and a lot of time off the clock right here.
Good beat from Delete Brig, and Lep is able to piggyback off of that offense from his teammate Bonesaw, who threw out that Graviton Surge. Greeny also picking up the bomb on the Amelia should be really, really beneficial for this team's defense.
It's like, even one pick in GOATs, I've said this before, even one pick from that Diva Bomb is huge. Picking off Amelia there, you reset the Zarya's charge and take them out of the fight. Greeny is getting value with every single one of these Diva Bombs. Fantastic usage by that. Fantastic comboing. Great play from Greeny.
Yeah, and this cart hasn't moved at all for almost 2 minutes straight. Honestly, getting stuck at this point in the map is very, very bad. And Robot gets stunned out of a shatter.
Stunned out of the shatter.
No earthquakes at all along this ground, and he also dies right after. That's just really unfortunate, but great heads up play from this Gigachad Gamer squad. And oh no, the cleanup coming in from Blue team, and these are looking like this is looking like the Dallas Fuel right now because they are super dominant.
Yeah, the blue boys, the boys in blue, the Gigachad Gamers, just playing so great. Bijan's went back to spawn, lost any percentage he had on that Diva Bomb because he had to switch off to get his mech back before getting staggered. And now look, if you're Gigachad Gamers, a second ago there were 4 minutes, and now we're down to below 2 minutes. So if they keep winning fights here, Nick, they might not have too far to go.
Graviton Surge comes out from Bonesaw. Actually, both Zarya players come out and throw their Graviton Surge.
Big shatter, six-man shatter!
But a massive six-man shatter from Robot. Oh, finally, this man finds a way to make this offense work, and he'll finally get some progress on streets.
Great usage there, great eat from Bijan's, finally making himself known. You know, he had some big plays earlier in the map, was a little bit quiet towards the end of Busan, but great eat there, Robot. Huge shatter, puts everyone on the ground. Now they just gotta, you know, stay on the cart here. And if you're Gigachad Gamers, you should be able to get one more recontest here, but you want your Burger Flippers. You have a minute left, so losing this fight could put you in desperation territory.
Bomb comes out from Greeny, but the beat will save, or not. He literally just used his beat and died immediately after. I'm assuming he thought his health would save him from the bomb, but he was right next to it. He had zero chance of it. Greeny also demacking his counterpart in Bijan's, and Bonesaw killing himself. Bonesaw, no! But the Graviton Surge from Amelia does come out onto this corner, and there's no way anybody in that Graviton Surge is living. There are zero support ops left from the side of Gigachad Gamers.
Delete Brig managed to get that beat off right before he died, so he may have given his life for it, but the rest of his team still had that healing from the sound barrier, so that enabled them to play a little aggressive. That was a great pin from Robot to separate Bonesaw. Bonesaw tried to defend himself, killed himself with a right click. Great ult usage there, and now you see him back with a little bit more time, pushing through point C.
Still only a minute and a half though, so they have to be very, very efficient in order to get this to third. And with the defense that this Gigachad Gamers team has been putting out, it still is not very likely that they get there with much time left if they get there at all. And oh, great
Bijan's with
angle
3
from Bijan, throwing that is a perfect angle so it attaches everybody who used the door as covered. Great angle from the Diva player.
Protein Shake got a boop off onto Amelia, but luckily it didn't seem to matter much. Now, Robot's playing really far forward, just gonna try to stop any contesting here, but there's no one on the point, guys! You gotta get progress! Oh,
I think
now they're backing up.
They are back, but unfortunately they lost the position the Robot had at that door, so now this Gigachad Gamer squad has pushed forward a decent amount, but it was a good block from Robot, and Robot throws down one by himself and tries to get Iteraria, but Iteraria is saved or not. Iteraria will not be saved after Delete Break gets that pin, gets that boop on the left. Delete Break also getting a boop on the Monway, and with these picks coming out, this is looking more red than blue in the kill feed, and the bomb on point does not give very much, so this still should be red team. But the Delete Break falling off the map, I don't even think he got booped, he just ended up falling off the map, and Protein Shake still contesting, so honestly, these fast response from Gigachad Gamers.
Shatter onto left. And now the grab, they're not even going to be able to touch.
The grab at the door, what a smart play from Amelia.
Grab.
What a
Great
smart
grab from
play.
Amelia. Great play from the Burger Flippers. They managed to cap with time. That's important. It's only 14 seconds, but that will give them a chance to attack if Gigachad Gamers do end up completing King's Row.
I apologize, chat. I see you spamming Delete Break pretty huge in chat, and I'm sorry. I missed what he.
So Nick, when that bomb came out towards the end there, everyone managed to get out of the way, and so did Delete Brig, but he forgot that there was no ground under him. So even as Lucio, he managed to fall into the molten lava underneath the ironclad facilities here on King's Row. So kind of unfortunate, but luckily his team managed to close out and win that fight.
Unfortunate, apparently, for Mr. Delete Brig over here. Looks like this guy, I don't know why his name is Delete Brig when he's playing in a GOATS composition. Because
Well,
Brig is pretty integral to this composition.
she is, Nick. She is. Oh, are we gonna see? Oh no, they're doing the same thing.
They
The
are doing the same thing.
disrespect. But
Dancing.
honestly, you know what? After Gigachad throws out some of the spice there, after completing the map, you may as well throw it back. Burger Flippers are like, hey, you want to disrespect us? We're here to play. You can screw around all you want. We're here to win.
Yes, and here to win, they are now on defense is this Burger Flipper squad. Honestly, giving up a lot of ground, and it's not going to come to fruition since the Leaper got picked off so fast. 2 fights in a row. Unfortunately, this guy has just not been able to live for very long and not gotten a lot of impact.
Monway.
Oh, Monway. What a clutch fire
shooting.
strike.
Now, if you're Burger Flippers, this did not go very well, so you really want to get back and try to stop them as quickly as possible. See if you can get a defense going like that on Arch, considering they have around 6 minutes to complete Streets phase.
Incredibly fast first cap. Usually people do not hold first for very long, but that was like not very long at all. Like they backed up, and they honestly probably got there as fast as they probably could. I'm mixing up my own words because that's impressive how fast they got there.
Well, with Delete Brig getting picked off, without that Lucio, you lose a ton of that AoE healing and that speed boost, which allows Ghost to get aggressive. So that was a big pick right off the bat on point A.
Shatter on the corner didn't end up working for Monway, so they're gonna look to back up.
Six-man Shatter!
Another 6-man Shatter. Actually, that Shatter from Robot broke Monway's shield, so the Shatter keeps going. That's a very rare interaction because Earth Shatter itself does not do a lot of damage to the shield, but it did happen just there.
Huge Shatter coming out. Then you see Robot getting 5 out of those 6 cleanup kills. Mans is putting the team on his back right now, and that's exactly what they needed. They got so aggressive, but Burger Flippers managed to push them back to the cart and now take control of it. So if they can keep this for a while, they can really get some time off the clock.
Yes, they're going to try to hold this for as long as they can. The Graviton Surge, but also the Transcendence from the counterpart. And now Monway's shield is broken, but he was able to block that Shatter. Bijan's bomb does connect Screeny somehow, though. So this, not having a D.Va for your squad is very, very, very detrimental.
The bigger counter shatter!
The bigger counter shatter, just like you said. So many kills. Monway, what a great heads-up play from this man.
Jeez, man, Robot got the backline down, and then Monway said, no, 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 and put everyone down on their backs. Great shatter from Monway. If you look at ults here, you have a lot of support ults up on the side of the Burger Flippers, but you do see some tank ults and that rally up for the Gigachad gamers. So they have that more offensive capability, but Burger Flippers should be able to sustain through a lot of these ultimates.
They should be able to sustain through these ultimates indeed. Both of these rallies do get used at the same exact time, but that was the only support ult from the side of the Gigachad gamers. This big bomb does get caught on the Raptor, so nothing is going to come of it. Monway pushing really far forward, and most likely he's going to lose his life. Yes, he does. While the Graviton Surge from both does come out, and the Transcendence from Zesty is there to save his team, just like it does every single time. Bijan's able to pick up each Terraria, so that's a good pickoff for this Burger Flipper squad, and it's going to win them this fight.
Monway going down with that Shatter was huge, because even though they're stuck in that grab there, that allows the rest of the Burger Flippers to just keep firing on the rest of Gigachad, because without that shield from Monway, they just absorb a ton of this damage. Oh, wait, Nick, you see Bonesaw here in the subway. If they turned around and found him, that could be a huge, huge pick. How have they not seen him?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what he was doing over there, like what his plan was. He's not a great damage dealer.
No.
But with that Shatter, anybody can become a damage dealer, but nobody does end up dying. Grab and Shatter both get used at the same time, and still nobody dies. Great Transcendence from left. Bijan's does find Protein Shake with this, but that is a 2-for-2 trade, so this is still relatively even going on in the cart right now. And both these teams, their spawns are actually probably going to be pretty even. The bomb does come out from Bijan's. Actually, that's Greeny. I could have sworn that was Bijan's, but Greeny does find the pick onto Amelia. So most of the damage is gone from this Burger Flipper squad, and they do lose the second point.
you know, it was a pretty even fight with the Reinhardts going down and some heroics happening, but Greeny finishes it off with Amelia not having that bubble or any cover or a shield to block that Diva Bomb. And now with 3.5 minutes here going on to point C, it looks like Gigachad is gonna have a really good time bank coming in to point C.
Really good time bank, but anything again is possible. This point is actually relatively common to be held on. So especially with how close this defense spawns, and oh, it looks like there is going to be a pause because unfortunately I think it was one of the Lucios either being the lead break or Protein Shake mentioning something about their internet going out, either their internet going out or lagging super hard all of a sudden. So the pause did come up quickly just to save it and make sure that nothing did end up happening. No disconnects came out, so that is just a good pause just in general to make sure that nothing suspicious happened and we are able to keep continuing to play the game as it is intended to be played. So we are going to get back into this actually almost immediately. It looks like Elite Break's internet was probably solved pretty quick, so that's very good and quick solution for this team. And now fighting on this corner is both of these teams. Finally, Burger Flippers is gonna be able to aggress, but the Shatter stuffs out the approach. But both of these support ults from side of Burger Flippers are used, and now the counter beat from Gigachad Gamers along with this Graviton Surge is going to get the cleanup they needed. Whew. Honestly,
yeah,
pretty
really great stuff there. A lot of ults coming out, but it looks like they're gonna have a big time bank for the Gigachad Gamers if they can even, and it doesn't even look like they're gonna be able to contest Monway with the Shatter and Spawn to seal that 3 minutes 18 to push forward. So we're gonna see Burger Flippers coming out here on the attack first, and if they can manage to just get a big, really quick first attack on point A, cap that point and push pretty far, they could have a decent shot here. But against 3 minutes, I don't know, it's gonna be harder for them to come out on top here.
It is gonna be a little bit hard. It is gonna be a little bit hard for them, but like we saw with the very last match earlier in the day, they did have 1 minute time banks, and still, I believe it was when Elmo's elbow played, they were able to bring it very far on Route 66 with only a minute. So again, still very possible. Any match is winnable, especially with a composition as volatile as Goats is.
Exactly, Nick. And again, I want to bring up the stakes. This is win or go home right now. This is our last match of the day, but this is going to be really huge for both of these teams here. Whoever wins goes on to face Elmo's elbow tomorrow in our loser semifinals, and whoever loses is their time here in the tournament is done. So, oh boy, you see some more flexing coming out. Gigachad Gamers is looking like they're trying to punch their ticket to that semis and move forward into the finals, but they have a lot more matches to win, and they have to close out this match first.
Great early play from Bonesaw. He was super far forward, but he was able to eat a lot of damage with his bubble, so he got a lot of early charge. This man has honestly been playing really well ever since I mentioned the fact that he was not.
Monway already has Shatter, Nick.
Wait, what? I didn't even notice, but he dies, unfortunately. Just not a great position to be in and use that Shatter, and honestly, they might get punished super hard for that. Might get punished super hard. Actually, I was about to stop casting because I thought this fight was over, but it's actually kind of even. But I think this is Gigachad Gamers going to have to back up and regroup so they can try to recontest before this fight.
Robot and Blingers should be able to get back pretty quick, but you already have Monway and Terraria back. Blingers has to get back. They need that brig here.
And Bonesaw is able to pick off the lead brig over in the right room, which is really good. Both of the Transcendents get built up and used at the same exact time. Pins come out, and I didn't even see what happened, but Robot, I'm assuming, pinned Bonesaw and also finished him off very quickly. But Monway and Robot also died, so still pretty alright fight, but this definitely should be Burger Flippers able to get the progress go.
You had to commit a lot to that, but you still have a lot left over. On Gigachad, you have the Shatter, you have the Grab, you have the Bomb. You're gonna have a lot coming up because they realized, hey, we lost this fight, but you know what? It's overtime. We need one big fight. Let's save our ults. Robot kept dying, so I guess that worked out, because now he has that shatter, and if him and B-Johns can connect here and come up big, then that'll give time for Zesty and Blingers to start getting these support ults up, especially against Gigachad gamers. If you look at Lep and Terraria, they are way closer. So we got to see some heroics here from B-Johns and Robot, maybe a big combo.
Notice how conservative this Burger Flippers team is playing. They cannot even afford to leave this cart, and Gigachad gamers gonna have to take full advantage of that, pushing them back super quickly. Grab it, grab Shatter. Just
they grabbed off. They got. Oh no, they got grabbed off cards.
Point. No, so unlucky. So unlucky.
Man. Lep saying C9 lol W. Oh no. But hey, that's not a C9. It's not a C9 because they didn't step off the point. They got grabbed off the point. That was a really smart grab from Bonesaw. And I don't know. It didn't really look like it was going their way anyways. Monway got a lot down in that shatter. Bonesaw got a big grab, and then you saw Greeny ended up getting 3 with that bomb. But regardless, they still push the payload about halfway through Streets phase. But they're running into 3 minutes and 18 seconds worth of time for attack. So Burger Flippers, backs against the wall here. They need some heroics. They need to play as a unit. Delete Brig can't get picked early. Robot can't get picked early. They have to punish Monway like they've been really good at doing all series. If they get rid of him over and over and over again, then they'll have free shatters, free range, and they should be able to at least take some time off this clock.
Yeah, this Burger Flippers team is going to have to play so well on this defense and get 1, maybe even 2 to even have a chance at holding off this 3 minute and 18 time bank, which is very, very respectable. But this game is going to go down to the wire. I can just feel it, and we are getting into most likely what will be the final round of King's Row. Which team will come out on top, we will see really, really soon. And Monway leading the charge and finally pushing to the left side of the statue, which is the rare approach, despite how aggressive this competition does end up wanting to be. Bonesaw did fall low pretty quick, and Robot's shield did break, but he decides to get aggressive instead of backing up, even when his shield breaks. B-John, huge pick on the Bonesaw. Thank, that is great for this defense, and they are backing up immediately.
The supports of Burger Flippers had to go into overdrive there. Robot got so low, and his shield got pressured down so low too, so he had to push back around the hotel. They pumped everything they had into him, and he was able to push back in, get that big pick on Bonesaw. Now you look at Robot and Amelia, they are further ahead of Monway and Bonesaw. These ults are going to be huge coming out here.
Yes, they will be once they come online. Great bubble from Emilia to save a lot of damage on the Robot, and in fact, once the shield goes down, he can go Monway and get a big shatter.
That's exactly what they needed. They wanted to take down Monway, or at least get rid of his shield, pop that shatter, and if you're the Burger Flippers, that was a great fight. You only needed Robot shatter. Now you have Grab, you're gonna have the Diva Bomb, and then you have all 3 of your support ults up. Where if you look at what's coming from Gigachad, you're gonna have a lot. It's gonna be like 6 ults to 6 ults right now, Nick. So a lot's gonna come out this fight, but it's gonna be who can stagger their support ults and who can use them at the better time.
That 3 minute 18 time bank is not looking nearly as good anymore. Rally, bomb, and Graviton Surge
got Monway!
And Monway dies first. I believe his shield had to have gone down. There's no way he would have died there unless he got stunned. But Greeny's bomb does Z-Mech B-Johns, but I do not think it's going to be enough. But this Burger Flipper squad does get Graviton Surged off the point. So I'm not sure if that's going to have an impact, and it doesn't look like
they were just barely able to avoid them getting a tick. Again, not that it matters that much. But the fact that they didn't get that, their progress is reset down to 0. And now they're down to a minute on the minute in their time bank. And they just used everything in that fight. They have nothing online. Both teams, though, Robot is going to have this shatter. This is going to be huge. There's nothing to stop it except for that shield. You got to be big with this.
The
flank shatter! The flank shatter!
Oh, the flank shatter comes in clutch! Blingers, even though he fell first, Robot coming in clutch with the big brain Chad play. What a play from him.
The Burger Flippers do not want to lose this. They want this map. They want to go forward, Nick. We're going into last fight territory. Get hyped in the chat. Support these guys. This is our last fight. Last chance for Gigachad gamers to stay alive in the GOATS tournament.
Yes, the the only the only ultimate that is online right now for Burger Flippers is that Graviton Surge, but this Gigachad Gamer Squad is pulling up on a bunch of their ultimates. Bonesaw is the only one who's really not anywhere close, and that all came because they used all their ultimates at the same time. Oh my god, this guy's getting eaten again! How many Graviton Surges are getting eaten by these amazing Giga players? Bonesaw is going to pick up Blingers. Blingers does first in this fight again, but Bonesaw also gets picked. Great bomb from B-Jump, and now this is an even fight on to this point, and huge, really, really far pin from my mind. Now both of them out of the fight, and Green with a massive 3-man bomb. Now this team is finally getting some offense through, and I don't have no idea if this team is going to be able to contest it, because they don't have to make it too far. I think they are going to be able to.
That fight was so close, Nick, but they should be able to get back. It's going to be really, really close because they all got bad spawns here. You have Blingers who can touch at the last second if they have to, but Robot's got that Shatter online, and you're going to have the rally and you're going to have the beat. If you're looking at the shot of Gigachad Gamers, they have Bonesaw's grab, and that's really it. So Robot's got to come up big here with these ults. This fight, I don't know. This is going to come down right to the wire, Nick.
Yes, this game is going to be extremely close.
Big Shatter!
And oh my god! Huge Shatter, but nothing comes out of it. Huge hero pin from Monway. And an even bigger Shatter from Monway! What a madman! And is going to win his team the map. What a game! Oh my god!
Gigachad Gamers takes the series 2-0, moves forward, says we are not done, kicks Burger Flippers out of the tournament, and they will move on to face Elmo's Elbow tomorrow in the losers semifinals. What a goddamn game, and what a day of Overwatch, Nick.
Oh my god. I am so happy that we got to cast those last few games, because those were so good. The score, if you look at the score and look at that game, unfortunately it does not look like it was that close. But Gigachad Gamers and Burger Flippers was down to the wire. What an amazing game. Both these teams are so good. And if this is anything for the sign of tomorrow, then tomorrow is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for you guys to see this as well. But quickly, before we do wrap things up today, because that was the last match of the day, we will look at the bracket going into tomorrow's finals day, which is so hype. Marco, I'm so excited, and
So speaking of tomorrow, Nick, let's take a quick look at our games for tomorrow. So we're going to start off the day with Elmo's Elbow facing off against Gigachad Gamers in our losers bracket semifinals. Then we're going to move to Fortnite Esports and Kung Fu Panda 3 facing off in our upper bracket finals or our semifinals. Then we're going to go to our losers finals, and whoever comes out on top for Elmo's Elbow and Gigachad Gamers will move on, and the loser of Fortnite Esports and Kung Fu Panda 3 will be facing them. And then, of course, we have our grand finals to end off the day. These teams, these final four teams, have really shown that they got what it takes to play with the big boys. Elmo's Elbow with their great Cinderella story. Gigachad Gamers having a great performance, losing to Kung Fu Panda and coming back, coming down to the wire, but pulling it out against Burger Flippers. Kung Fu Panda 3 being pretty dominant so far. And then, of course, you have Fortnite Esports, our defending champions, looking to come out of tomorrow as the two-time SI Not Found GOATS tournament champions. But we're going to have to wait until tomorrow for that.
And we are ready to sign off for today. But quickly, I would like to thank everybody who is still watching this stream. You guys are the true MVPs. Other than all of these players who have put in so much work and our main man, Carrie. Thank you guys so much again, and we'll be signing off for now, but we will see you guys tomorrow.